I'm gonna bring her home.
Sorry, Mom.
Komm her, der Moin!
Fucking die, bitch!
Welcome back, Warner fam. Today, we're diving into a 2025 action thriller, A Working Man. So keep your eyes wide open and stay safe as we jump into the action. The movie kicks off at a bustling construction site. Levon Cade, the steady leader, stands tall at the front of his team, ready to get to work. He's not just any guy on the job, though. He's a man with deep ties to the Garcia family, who runs the whole operation. To him, they aren't just business partners, they're family. But things are about to get real messy, real fast. Levon knows the stakes are high, but he doesn't know just how high yet. As the crew gets to work, a sense of calm before the storm hangs in the air. But Levon's world is about to shatter, and when it does, he'll have no choice but to fight his way out. As Levon oversees the job, his sharp eyes catch a group of thugs harassing one of his men. He calmly steps in, telling them to back off, but the thugs don't listen. They start beating on his guy, and that's when Levon's patience runs out. He grabs a bucket of nails and hurls it at them, then charges in, fists flying. The thugs never saw it coming. More show up, but Levon's a one-man wrecking crew. He holds his ground, knocking them back until they finally back off. After the fight, the young man who was attacked looks up at Levon, stunned. "How did you do that?" he asks. Levon just shoots him a quick look and says, "Get back to work." Jenny, the Garcia's daughter, saw the whole thing. She doesn't speak a word, just quietly asks Levon, "Have my back." And without hesitation, he promises, "I got you." Levon's life outside of work is just as complicated. He's a single dad to Meredith, or Mary, who lives with her grandfather, Dr. Roth. But Roth hates Levon, blaming him for his daughter's death. He believes Levon's wife died because of him, but Levon knows the truth. He tells his lawyers that she took her own life while they were overseas. The lawyers warn Levon that Roth has enough money to hire powerful lawyers who'll make sure Levon stays out of Mary's life. Still, Levon isn't backing down. He's got his own connections and resources, and he's more than ready to fight tooth and nail to stay close to his daughter. That night, Jenny heads out to a club with her friends, laughing and having fun. But little do they know, they're being watched. A dangerous criminal couple, Viper and Artemis, have been keeping an eye on the group, looking for someone to snatch for their shady client. When they spot Jenny helping one of her drunk friends, they make their move. Before Jenny can even react, they slap a glue trap over her mouth, silencing her scream. Then they drag her into a van, leaving her friends behind in shock. It's the start of something much darker for Jenny, and she has no idea just how deep she's about to get pulled into this nightmare. On Monday morning, Levon is confronted by Jenny's worried parents, Joe and Carla. They tell Levon their daughter has been missing since Friday night. They feel the cops aren't doing enough, and they need someone who knows how to get things done. Joe knows Levon's past. He used to be a Green Beret and could track down anyone, anywhere. But Levon is quick to shut that idea down. "That part of my life is over," he tells them. Later, Levon heads to see his old buddy, Gunny Lefferty. Gunny was blinded during a mission, but he still holds a deep respect for Levon, thankful that he saved his life. The two talk about the situation with Jenny, and Levon confesses his fear about what might happen next. Levon then goes back to the Garcia house to talk to Joe again. He looks him in the eyes and says, "You're my family. I'll bring her back. There's no turning back now." Levon's search for Jenny takes him to the club she visited, where he digs up a lead. He finds Johnny, a bartender who works there, tied to the criminals who snatched Jenny. Levon doesn't waste any time. He bursts into Johnny's apartment and gets straight to business. He waterboards Johnny, demanding answers. Johnny's struggling, gasping for air, but he finally starts spilling. Just then, two of Johnny's friends show up and hear him shouting for help. Levon grabs Johnny, using him as a human shield as the thugs open fire. But Levon's not playing around. He shoots both of them dead before grabbing the money on the table. When the bodies are found later, it's by Wolo Kolisnik, a high-ranking Bratva captain. Wolo isn't happy. He thinks someone's targeting his crew, and now it's personal. Levon, never one to back down, decides to take matters into his own hands. After witnessing Wolo slap his wife across the face, Levon sees red. He breaks into Wolo's mansion, knocking him out cold. Levon ties him to a chair with a rope, dangling him just above the pool. "Get too loud and you'll meet your end," Levon warns, his eyes cold. Levon leans in, demanding answers about Jenny's whereabouts. Wolo, struggling, curses in Russian, mumbling about a man named Dimi, claiming it's Dimi's fault all this is happening. Levon, done with the games, cuts the rope. With a snap, Wolo drops into the pool, drowning as Levon watches without a hint of mercy. Later, Wolo's brother, Simon Karchenko, the ruthless head of the organization, finds the body. Furious, Simon sends his two sons, Danya and Vanko, to track down Levon and settle the score. The hunt is on. Levon knows he needs information, and to get it, he makes a dangerous move. He meets with Dutch, a local drug lord, pretending to be a dealer ready to sell some product. Dutch isn't buying it right away, so he sends his goons to handle Levon. But Levon's no rookie. He takes them down one by one, making it look easy. Dutch, impressed, finally sees the truth. Levon's a former soldier, just like him. The two men share a nod of respect, understanding each other's past and skills. Now, they're on the same page. Dutch gives Levon the next step. Meet Artemis and her partner, Dougie, to get the deal rolling. Levon's not done yet. The real hunt has only just begun. Artemis and Viper drag Jenny to meet their mysterious client, Mr. Broward. He's a dangerous man with cruel intentions. As he gets ready to hurt her while she's unconscious, something unexpected happens. Jenny's not out cold. She's wide awake. In a desperate act of survival, she sinks her teeth into Broward's cheek, tearing a huge chunk off. He screams in pain, his face twisted with fury. Jenny's not backing down. She's fighting for her life, and Broward knows he's about to deal with something he never expected. Levon finally meets Dimmy through Dutch, still playing the part of a legit dealer. He knows he's close, but things are about to get tricky. As Levon tries to sneak into their biker bar, Artemis catches him on the surveillance cameras. She quickly orders her goons to take him down. Levon's not about to get caught. He grabs a bike and speeds off into the woods, with the goons hot on his tail. After a wild chase, Levon crashes right into a police cruiser, but the cops aren't here to help. Sergeant Von Trask and Deputy Detweiler, two crooked officers, are in on the criminals' game. Danya and Vanko show up just in time to claim Levon. They hand the cops some cash, and the officers let them walk away without a fight. The game's getting even dirtier. The brothers drag Levon into their van, ready to tie him up and make him pay for killing their uncle. But Levon's not going down without a fight. He starts throwing punches, and before long, the van is a mess with bodies flying everywhere. In the chaos, Levon grabs for the gun, and in the blink of an eye, the driver's brains are splattered across the front seat. Levon wastes no time, shooting Danya and Vanko dead. He makes his escape, pushing their van into the river to hide the evidence. Later, Simon, the ruthless leader of the gang, finds out about his son's deaths. Standing over their bodies in the morgue, his rage boils over. The war with Levon just turned personal. The hunt is far from over. Dr. Roth's house is attacked by the thugs after they find out who Levon really is. Levon realizes something's wrong when Roth doesn't show up to pick up Mary from school. He rushes to the school, and it doesn't take long for him to see that something's off. Levon quickly grabs Mary and heads back to the house, only to find it engulfed in flames. Without hesitation, Levon rushes inside and pulls Roth from the fire just before the firefighters and medics arrive. Roth, still shaken, blames Levon for the chaos following him, but Mary steps in, reminding him that Levon just saved his life. Levon, knowing things are getting too dangerous, decides it's best to take Mary somewhere safe. He takes her to stay with Gunny and his wife, hoping they can protect her from what's coming next. Dimmy orders Artemis and Viper to kill Jenny after she ruined their deal with Broward. They think she's a problem now, but Jenny's not ready to die. She manages to cause their car to crash in the woods, and with quick thinking, she frees herself from the ropes tied around her hands and feet. She runs as fast as she can, hoping for a chance to escape. Just when she thinks she's in the clear, she spots a cop car, but it's Von Trask and Detweiler, the crooked cops who are in on the deal. They grab Jenny and drag her back to the trafficker's compound. Viper and Artemis are ready to finish what they started, but before they can, Broward calls. He wants to give Jenny another chance, but this time, he's not letting her off easy. He wants her to stay awake and dirty, making sure she's fully trapped in his game. Simon walks into Dimmy's nightclub with his dangerous henchman Carp, who wastes no time firing his gun into the air, causing chaos among the scared clubgoers. Simon isn't here for a party. He's got business to handle. He goes straight to Dimmy and tells him about Levon, revealing that Levon is coming for him and there's no escaping it. As soon as Simon leaves, Levon steps in. He moves quickly and shoots Dimmy right through the hand, making sure he can't use his gun. With Dimmy in pain and defenseless, Levon forces him to lead the way to the compound. It's a deadly game now, and Levon's not backing down. Dimmy leads Levon to the compound's hidden location, but Levon isn't giving him a break. He forces Dimmy out at gunpoint, and Dimmy admits that he knows what he's doing is wrong, but says someone else would do it if not for him. Levon doesn't care. He kicks Dimmy into a creek and shoots him dead, coldly leaving him behind as he walks into the compound. Inside, things are about to get worse. Just as Broward is brought in by Artemis and Viper to harm Jenny, Levon throws a grenade, shaking the compound to its core. Levon moves fast, cutting down Bratva goons left and right. But Dutch and his biker gang aren't far behind, coming to finish Levon off. After a brutal fight, Levon takes out the bikers. And finally, it's him and Dutch. The two face off in a deadly knife duel. Levon kills Dutch but doesn't forget the respect earned in the fight. The job's done, but Levon knows there's still more to come. Levon hears Jenny's voice and finally finds her locked in a room. Without hesitation, he shoots Broward dead and charges after Viper. Meanwhile, Jenny fights back, locking her legs around Artemis's neck. Levon beats Viper into submission, crushing his neck with a savage elbow strike, while Jenny snaps Artemis's neck with sheer strength. Levon quickly frees Jenny, but the danger's not over yet. Karp and his goons are still outside, and Von Trask and Dietweiler show up. Karp mistakes them for regular cops and shoots them down without a second thought, blowing up their cruiser in the process. Levon doesn't waste time. He uses every resource he has to take down Karp and the rest of the goons, finally finding a motorcycle to make his escape with Jenny. As they leave, Simon watches them go and calls his brother Yuri. Yuri tells Simon that the devil got what he wanted and that no one in the organization will back him in his quest for revenge. Furious, Simon decides to go it alone and screams into the sky, consumed by rage. The hunt for Levon isn't over, but it's clear now. It's personal. Levon takes Jenny back to her house, where she is greeted by her family. Her parents, Joe and Carla, tearfully thank Levon for saving their daughter. The reunion is filled with hugs and relief as Jenny is finally home. Afterward, Levon heads to Gunny's house to see Mary once more. As they sit down together for breakfast, Gunny looks at Levon and says, "You're finally home." Levon nods, a sense of peace washing over him as he realizes he's found a place to belong. What do you think Levon's next move will be now that he's taken down the whole organization? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So if you liked this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more recaps. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Warner Movie Recaps.